Right, Ian Garry, the human retraction to the phrase all press is good press, is at it again. If he hadn't learnt enough lessons from his missus writing a book, now it's Ian's turn. This time the scribblings come in the form of a hit list. Yes, sit down Israel Adesanya, Ian will take it from here. First of all, for someone recently claiming to being cyberbullied, actually writing a hit list is one of the cheesiest things I can imagine a fighter doing, that he's then posted out into the world on his own accord. Also, where the fuck did he get that pen from? 1994? Now Ian, the bearer of the brown infinity stone of dislikability, wrote 3 names on his really cool list. Number 1 on his list was Jeff Neal. Now this one's fairly obvious. He's scheduled to fight Jeff Neal in February. I don't think Ian should get too carried away looking much past Jeff Neal, as it's far from a guaranteed win. The fight comes with some challenges for Ian. If Garry lets Neal get as close to him as his nutritionist is to his wife, he could find himself in trouble. He doesn't want to end up in the pocket with Jeff Neal, especially when there's still a little bit of a question mark on his chin. But as long as he's able to maintain distance, he's got a solid chance, but it's by no means an easy fight. So then he's written down Colby's name. Now Colby might have looked like complete trash against Leon Edwards, and Leon may have established a good game plan for an elite striker to beat Colby, but there's still a lot of unanswered questions about Garry's wrestling. And one thing we know, Colby is going to go down on him harder than Tyrone Woodley in that Twitter video. And forget about the fight itself. If Colby and Ian Garry did fight, can you imagine what Colby would do to him in the press conference? Never mind the 7th layer of hair.
For all the people out there, how many of you guys have fucked Ian Garry's wife?
It would be out of control. I don't think Ian would survive. He'd catch a cold and pull out. And then his really scary list ended with simply Sean. Now obviously this was a tease because Sean Strickland recently publicly destroyed Ian Garry, worse than John Jones and a cocktail waitress. But in reality, he will have meant Sean Brady. Now that could actually be an interesting matchup and potentially give us the answers on Garry's grappling. Either way, it's going to be fun to watch Ian Retardo Garry stumble his way through 2024, making things worse for himself at every turn in ways we can't yet imagine. Anyway, if you like this video, give us a sub, check out this playlist of recent bangers, and I'll see you next time.